So we're at the Emirates Arena, Glasgow, for World Championship badminton action. It's the quarterfinals. What an incredible men's doubles, an incredible performance from the Japanese pair, Kimura and Sonoda. Congratulations to them making it through to tomorrow's semis. We've got mixed doubles up next. Tang Man and Ying Suet from Hong Kong. They knocked out Zhang Nan yesterday and his partner Li Jinhui, but they're up against the Adcocks. Well, a couple more quarterfinals in mixed doubles later. Well, rather, one more later. We'll be showing it here. Last match up. In the meantime, we know that Ahmed and Nasir, the number 3 seeds, are through. They're facing that other pair from Hong Kong, Li and Chow, in tomorrow's semi-finals.
Welcome on court. Welcome.
So umpire and technical officials in place.
Welcome. May I ask them? Red or black? Black, red for you. Red.
So Klaus Schlieben
Okay.
from Austria with the toss of the coin.
He's serving.
Gabrielle receives.
Gabrielle receives. Thank you.
Adcock with the choice of end. And Gabby Adcock to receive the first serve. Well, let's take a look at our two pairs in this mixed doubles quarter-final. First up, Gabrielle Adcock, 26 years of age, from Leeds in the north of England. Those world rankings updated over the last couple of days. Great news for the Adcocks. They're up to number 4 in the world, with 3 Chinese mixed doubles pairs ahead of them, taking the first 3 spots. Her husband and mixed doubles partner, Chris Adcock from Leicester, 28 years of age. And in my very unbiased opinion, one of the best men in the mixed doubles game in the entire world. Well, straight game so far this week. Casaudi and Palermo of France in round 2 after a first round bye. Yesterday's last 16 match against the Japanese was again looking very confident. From Hong Kong, Ying Suet, 25 years of age, 14 in the world rankings. What impresses me most, she's such an able player. She's been in the top 50, top 100 in women's singles. She still has a women's doubles ranking of top 30 and 14 in mixed. Her partner, Tang Man, 22 years of age, from Hong Kong.
Ready to play?
Also a high ranking in men's doubles, so these two very capable around the court. Well, we have to mention that match yesterday in the last 16, Zhang Nan and Li Jinhui, 21-13 in the third, 61 minutes. And it's Tang Man and Yung Suet who lead the head-to-head. The first time they met in the Hong Kong Open last year. Very close straight games win, 21-19, 22-20. There's Klaus Schlieben again, our Austrian umpire. And Johan Velia-Kata Rukatil-Jean, our service judge. So players just about ready now. Our umpire Klaus Schlieben to get this quarter-final mixed doubles underway. And it's going to be Tang Chun from Hong Kong with the opening serve to Gabby Adcock.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Tang Chun and Ying, Suet, Hong Kong, China. On my left, Chris Adcock, Gabrielle Adcock, England. Tang Chun to serve, to Gabrielle Adcock. Love all, play. Service over, 1, love.
Oh, well left, Chris Adcock. The first point to the English pair. Service fault.
Service over, 1-all.
Well, good cover from Gabby Adcock with a cross smash from Tang Chun. Well placed, right into the body.
2-1.
Last we saw these two play yesterday. Apologies. What do you think their opposition today from Hong Kong? Can we expect the same kind of outcome?
I think the English pair is the clear favourites, but we also saw that their only encounter was a very even affair, and I'm sure that the Hong Kong pair is brimming with confidence. They are about to make maybe the best result ever for them. So I actually think it could be tight again, but in my mind the Adcocks are supposed to win, but it's also a very, very important match for both pairs, being able to medal here at World Championships for the first time for the English pair, of course, together. Chris Adcock has a silver medal with Imogen Banking from 2011.
Yeah, the last World Championships in Jakarta 2015, the Adcocks had to retire. I think it was round 2 or perhaps the last 16. A shame for them. They'll be looking to take some vengeance on that outcome this year. Oh, lovely bit of skill from Tang Chun, but the deception from Adcock, too much in the end. Oh, a great backhand from Tang Chun.
Yeah, and cleverly played in between the two English players, and they're waiting, as we have seen so often, with their forehands in either side, and that makes a little bit of room sometimes in between them. Clever play.
Yeah, and the big smash from the left-hander Chris Adcock right into the body of Ying Suet. Oh, Chris Adcock picking up the drop shot that was almost at Gabby's feet. Fantastic net play. Ying Suet taking Gabby Adcock on at the net. That's the reason I feel that their first meeting was so close.
Yeah, and then it's very rare. I know they've played them before, but it's very rare you play a left-hand combination in doubles. You play, of course, a lot of right-hand pairs and some right and left, but left is a rarity, and I think maybe the English pair just have to get used to that.
Yeah, one of the reasons, no doubt, that result yesterday against Li Yinhui and Shang Nan, the number 4 seeds in the tournament, going out to this Hong Kong pair.
6.
Great skill from Gabby Adcock, just brushing across the shuttle to take all the pace off. And a short serve from Gabby Adcock, another rare thing. Oh, great defense. Gabby trying to take the initiative, stepping across to take the straight drop shot, but perhaps the wrong choice of shots. The left-handed Ying Suet in very early.
Yeah, she anticipates that Gabby Adcock will, of course, challenge on the net as she does so well and so often.
Yeah, better from the Adcocks.
Yeah, this time Tang is trying what he was successful with before, this flat drive down in between the English players, but Chris Adcock is ready for it and turns it actually into an advantage for himself.
Yeah, well played. A great shout from Chris Adcock, urging his partner to come in to take anything loose at the net. Tang Chun-man sensed the danger and tightened up with that net shot.
Service over. 8-7.
It's not often as well, Lars, we see a player that's strong in all disciplines of the game. Say Ying Suet. Her best career rankings have been inside the top 50 in all 3 categories.
9-7.
I don't think there's any other players I know of that have managed that feat in the modern era. How about you?
I don't know the exact ranking, but I know that at least Vladimir Ivanov has been strong in all 3 disciplines. But it is a rarity, and that just shows the talent of Tseng Suet.
Service over.
And if
8-9.
the pair from Hong Kong can manage to overcome the Adcocks today, then it's probably the most successful World Championships for Hong Kong, because as we saw in the draw before the match, that the other Hong Kong pair, Lee Chun-hei Reginald and Hoi Chow, has already secured a medal for Hong Kong, which is only the 2nd World Championships medal for Hong Kong. Wang Chen being the first one to medal in women's singles by winning the silver in 2007. But if this pair can go through as well, then they would have tripled the medal score.
Yeah, great week already for Hong Kong. Wong Wing Ki was unlucky earlier today, going out to the legend that is Lin Dan.
9-10.
That would have been something special to see a singles player as well as potentially 2 doubles pairs going through for Hong Kong. Chris and Gabby Adcock, of course, the only English pair left in the entire tournament. But there's still hope for Britain as well. Kirsty Gilmore out later today in women's singles. Chris Adcock serve in the net.
11-10, interval.
There's a couple of service errors or faults we've seen from Chris Adcock. It's the pair from Hong Kong with the lead at the mid-game interval, 11-10.
開波嗰陣時啊，企後啲，同埋可以舉手唔接，跟住個準備嘅時間自己專注啲。啊，呢個第一個，第二個升咗。
But your base position, you've got to pump the mid and then stay up in the mid because he does a deception and plays back to mid again. It's not really lifting.
No,
if he lifts you, it's high.
It's not lifting up.
Yeah. So fire her up and then just keep going, keep building up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, come on. Let's go.
Come on.
Scored 1, 20 seconds. Scored 1, 20 seconds.
Well, interesting, Lars, the coaching advice from both camps. I know you're fluent in Chinese. What was it the Hong Kong players were being instructed to do?
Service over. 11
Unfortunately, I'm not that fluent in Chinese, but Pete Jeffrey I understood, and he was like yesterday talking a lot about that especially Chris Adcock should move forward and stay forward. He says they are not lifting, and when they lift, it's high, so you can easily reach the rear court.
Service over. 12-11.
Oh, it's called in a challenge from Chris Adcock.
Chris and Gabrielle Adcock challenge call in.
Well, it might just be all important. Great challenge from Chris Adcock.
Correction. Out. Service over. 12-all. Service over. 13-12.
Yeah, good attacking into the channel for the Hong Kong pair. The English pair, Gabby stranded at the back, but kept her composure in attack.
13-all.
Well, fortunately for our listeners at home, I have been studying Chinese for the last 20 minutes. The interval advice to the Hong Kong pair was to slow down Gabby Adcock's serve to make her wait. They know it's a force of some issue, some tension for her serving.
Service over. 14-13.
Yeah, poor judgment this time, Chris Adcock, that one falling in. Be interesting to see how often, when the English pair are serving, how often the pair from Hong Kong raise their hands and try to slow down that serve.
15.
We won't know for a short while. Hong Kong with the momentum, 2 points in a row. They're serving at 15-13. great idea from Chris Adcock, but couldn't control the backhand.
13.
And there's a very interesting, at least I find, technical or tactical aspect. That the English pair, they are so used to playing the blocks in the forehand side of Gabby Adcock, and the problem today is that's right into the forehand of Tang Suet, and up until now they haven't managed to change that habit and play the blocks to her backhand side,
14,
which of course
16.
then also will be Gabrielle's backhand side.
Yeah, well, very much a tactic that comes easily for the pair from Hong Kong. They'll be so used to playing right-handers. Chris, of course, is a left-hander, but more important at the net, perhaps.
But the pair from Hong Kong, they seem a little bit over-eager to play these blocks to the net, and maybe it's the respect for Gabby Adcock, and you can see she is moving in and closing the net, because it's the second time that they are missing a quite simple block from the front court.
Well, that's better from Chris Adcock. I thought initially he had chances early in that rally to put that away with more power, but he stayed controlled, kept his composure and just played the right shots. A great finish into the open space.
Thank you.
Yeah, and this time he got the variation with a soft shot towards the backhand side of Tang Suet.
Play.
Well, there's that hand up again from Tang Chun Man this time. Great shout from Gabby, but Chris stranded. Full strength, unable to drive that forehand back
17,
into court.
16.
Yeah, and this time Chris Adcock manages to play a quality block to the side, and we can see what we've seen so often before, that Gabby is ready to close it with her forehand, but no success for them this time.
Yeah, good rotation from the English. Gabby forced to hit from the back, but incredible defending from Ying Suet.
18, 16.
Anticipation and that crouch defense forehand winner. Gabby stranded and ducked down. Chris doing all the work for a moment. Well, you have to hand it to them.
19,
the pair from Hong Kong playing
16.
better at this stage.
Yeah, and to me one of the main things is that the Hong Kong pair has been a lot better at playing towards the backhand side of the two English players. So short backhand towards Gabby Adcock and towards the rear court, as we see here, pressed towards the backhand of Chris Adcock.
Yes. A fine example, that weaker
20,
lift
game
dispatched
point,
by
16.
Tang Chun Man. And it's game point for Hong Kong.
Game.
Chris Adcock deciding to leave that one to fall in. It was very in. Perhaps eager to
First game won by Tang Chun Man.
finish that game and get on with the
Ying
second,
Suet.
but it's Tang Chun Man and
21,
Ying Suet who
16.
take the opener, 21-16.
跟知唔知啊？嚇！我反 手，個左右嘅反手打完佢咧，一定兩個人嘅意識要跟前，佢多數係擋嘅。如果你哋唔跟佢嗨下，你永遠都係下邊啊。鄧中文唔得你呢啲波啊，就去個反手嗰邊注意佢擋網得啦啊。另外一個咧，就佢個女嗰個，你要大膽嚟打，佢都係嗨下佢啫嘛。你大膽打往前一方，佢都係嗨過嚟到啫，幾前啲就得啦，冇問題。
So left side, inside.
Yeah. Okay. And then it's about us positioning, isn't it? When we get right up the court, both of you, and you're on the net and you're right up in the mid. So when we do blank off, then we're up like this, waiting for the next one, and then we can maybe steer it down again. So I think we're doing one and then playing because we're early, but then go in and the counter go away. So we've got to keep setting up. I think just as a safe zone thing, just if you're in the mid, just turn it to a backhand side. Because then we just get the straight reply, and at least we know what's coming now, and there's not a threat.
Anything or slightly made on his forehand, we've got to be ready if we do play there. He's putting pace on every time.
Okay. Just remember, this is better end for us. Okay. More pace behind their attack. Punchy ones.
Come on, stick in there.
Okay. Cool. You played well. That's good.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, interesting there, Lars. He said this is the better end for us.
Yeah, you could hope for them that he's right. but he was, as we expected, also talking, English coach Pete Jeffrey talking a lot about playing towards the backhand side of the Hong Kong pair and covering their own back, around the head at least, or own backhand side, because he has noticed that that the Hong Kong pair is playing a lot towards that.
Well, challenge from Hong Kong, the serve short and out wide.
The very aggressive variation here in the first serve of the second game, but
Challenge is called out.
Could see that Gabby Adcock was completely taken by surprise. So if it's in, then it was a very good choice, and maybe after advice from the coach Chen Kang and head coach H.G. Tim.
Well, short of the service line.
Unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Whether it was well left or
service over.
Left without any choice.
Love. Play.
Great decision from the Adcocks. Unsuccessful challenge and
service over. One.
Net error
love.
From Chris. It's 1-1. Suet just snatching at the forehand kill. She played well, she was in position, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and very good forehand defense here by Gabby Adcock.
Service over. 2-all.
Well, that's unusual. Gabby's serve not too bad. It came down quite steep, and unusual for Chris not to pick up the third shot. Yeah, well left, Chris.
Service over. 3-2.
Tang Chung Man does look very athletic in attack around it, especially in that backhand corner. Apologies, 22 years of age, Tang Chung Man. And he might be looking athletic, but he's missing with a couple of these smashes. 2 cheap points for the English pair.
Nope, was correct. 5-2. Was play. The decision is done. Play.
Well, you heard it from
5-2.
the umpire. The decision is done. Well, the umpire perhaps not keeping a keen eye on that shot. Gabby Adcock seemed to scoop the shot over the net, hit it twice, or whatever the technical term is, but unseen by the umpire, and England get away with that one. Chris Adcock.
Very good control in this last shot. He's playing it out towards the sideways drift, and that, I'm sure, is what keeps the shuttle inside the playing court.
Okay.
Yeah, pump of the fist from Peter Jeffrey, the England coach. Chun man full stretch, but it did enough. Chris Adcock couldn't put the straight smash away.
3-6. Three, 6.
Yeah, and this time we could see that Chris Adcock was doing exactly what we were talking about, and what his coach told him to play the block towards the backhand side of Suet.
Smash into the channel. Chris Adcock, they keep the attack. Good rotation from Gabby back in. And with a little help from the net.
5, 6.
Yeah, and we have to praise the movement of the Hong Kong players as well, because it's, for a lot of pairs in World Badminton, it's difficult to follow the speed of the English pair, and but they are moving so well around the court, and they know they have to be aggressive in the front court to match Chris and Gabby's pressure in that area.
Yeah, let called. Gabby Adcock not quite ready.
Service over.
Well, loads of tension out there. Too many of these rallies ending with an error in attack. And no surprise, really, a World Championship bronze medal, at least, at stake here in this match. That forehand wide from Chris Adcock.
Chris and Gabrielle Adcock challenge goal out.
Well, a wasted challenge we could see from our position miles up here, that one. Wide of the court, but whether the drift brought it back in, no.
Challenge unsuccessful. Service over. One challenge remaining. 6-7. Play.
Well, Tang Chun man's forehand into his own partner's body in error. Ying Suet not phased by the drive to the back of the head.
He was so eager to get the shuttle cross court, which was a good idea, that he hit his own partner in the back.
Outstretched again, Tang man this time couldn't control the forehand lift. Well judged from Chris Adcock, and England with a 3-point lead. Better and a cry from Chris Adcock. Using the mid-court well and the...
10-6.
Yeah, good finish from Gabby. And the forehand error from Ying Suet wide. The score 11-6. Adcock's with the advantage.
So we've got a little bit more variety in what we're doing now. Now we're switching things, we're changing angles a little bit from mid, pulling them around so they don't know what's coming. Yeah, it's really key. A little bit more fizz on a couple of the overheads. Because he's playing them so short now that it's almost like, should I be getting Gabby to come off? So if you keep it a little bit more...
I know it's coming, so I can get it.
Yeah, you still get a bit more. And for you, when you're killing, it's definitely covering the forehand side. So when you're out there, just bring it into the centre. Yeah, you've done one kill through the middle already, or the stop off, because he's waiting for the flat one. Yeah.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Great job.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Relentless.
Coach, leave the court. (11-6). Play.
Yeah, same advice from Peter Jeffrey there, Lars, or different?
No, I'm sure he was happy with what he had seen, but he said he told Chris Adcock to mix up where he plays his shots to the front court. And that's true. You can't just play the backhand side all the time, because then of course the Hong Kong players are too clever and will start covering that.
11. Yeah.
Oh, Chris, perhaps with the poor choice of shot, Ying Suet in so early on that forehand corner once again. Ying Suet stranded, but she's back in action. From Chris with the initial smash down the channel and then the second into the body.
12-8.
Pleasing for the England coaches, Peter Jeffrey, Graham Hurrell in full agreement with that tactic. Some concern on the faces of the two England coaches.
13-8.
Great judgment this time from Gabby. Great call.
Service over. 9-13. Okay, move a little bit. She has to see the shuttle.
Yeah, and Gabby Adcock is complaining to the umpire that she cannot see the shuttle. Seeing Suet are not allowed to stand in front of the shuttle, so it's not visible for the receiver.
Play.
And a lot of tension right now. I'm sure the English players, they know that they need to keep the gap here, because otherwise it can be very tense towards the end of this game.
Yeah, brilliant play, variation from Chris Adcock. Taking the pace off that drop and getting the short lift for Gabby to put away. Yeah, absolutely, Lars. Huge amounts of tension from both. We saw Gabby a moment ago asking to change the shuttle as much, I think, just to have the break and get their composure back. That 4-point gap.
14.
Crucial for the English to keep some kind of lead. Not let the Hong Kong pair get any confidence, build any momentum. Yeah, brilliant dragging the Ying Suet right out wide.
15. Tang.
Yeah, she sees that Tang is a little bit off balance and knows that he cannot attack it very hard, and then she moves forward and plays a very accurate block.
Yeah, great backhand from Tang. Lars, what is the difference this week for the pair from Hong Kong? I mean, we're not used to this kind of performance. Some of the best results they've had have been finals in Grand Prix, for example. They've not performed in a Super Series, and yet here they are this week at a World Championships, knocking out Zhang Nan and his partner, the number 4 seeds, and taking it now to the number 4 ranked in the world pair. I mean, how do you do that?
Yeah, but you develop slowly and steadily, and they have played together for a while now and have slowly done better and better results, and then suddenly, if I'm not mistaken, I think they have beaten the Danes Pedersen and Fischer Nielsen, and
12. 16.
Then suddenly everything fits together, and then you get a win like the one they got yesterday, and now they have a lot of confidence and nothing to lose, and even though Chris and Gabby Adcock are number 4 in the world right now, that doesn't mean a thing. Right now it's an open battle, and both sides of the net, they want this medal so desperately that a lot of things can happen today.
Well, a lot of things are happening. What a rally out there, the crucial moment. The Adcocks with a 5-point lead now, a great lead in the end, but everybody outstretched.
Yeah, and this block from Gabby Adcock was not as good as the one we saw before, but because it was towards the backhand side of Ying Suet, then she got away with it.
Great smash from Chris Adcock, this time straight down at Tang Chun Man, who was unable to keep the shuttle in court.
18-12.
Well, it's not won yet, this second game. The Adcocks must stay focused, and they are doing so.
19-14. 12.
And as we see here, that's a trademark combination from the English pair, serving towards the body or towards the shoulder, and then they know that the return is very likely to come back into Gabby's forehand.
Well, that leave from Chris Adcock has earned the English pair game point.
20, game point 12.
Well, Tang Man, you could argue, half-hearted with his physicality in that particular rally.
13-20.
Yeah, but we can still enjoy the variety and the power he's got with the shots from his backhand mid-court. It seems like we will have another game of this, and that's something you can look for in the final game as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Great racket skills from Tang Man. That error from Ying, Suet, his partner,
Adcock, Gabrielle Adcock.
hands the second game to the Adcocks.
13,
We're going to
all.
a third and final deciding game.
Okay. Keyword
21-13.
Yeah, you're absolutely brilliant on the serve variety there.
Yeah.
It's mid-court variety, overhead variety. Yeah. When they don't know what's coming, they're really reactive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other keys from this end, placement on your attack. Yeah. We're not going to power through. Yeah.
No,
Placement, switching, early mids, ready again on the flat stuff. Yeah. I feel like you've been doing really well when you've been early in your forehand and forcing quite long into the deep backhand. Yeah. And then being ready up. When you hit down there, you've got to be ready, like a bit more global.
In the middle, yeah.
You've got to come, don't be just fixed on your line. Yeah, it's fantastic level. Yeah, focus, game plan. Okay, really ready in your legs. Hunt that mid, hunt that net.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
前面嗰啲所有嘢都唔記得咗啦，我哋重新開始第三局，知唔知啊？所有嘢唔使諗佢，唔使諗住前邊我哋打得唔熟，打我自己嘅速度出嚟先，知唔知啊？打我哋自己速度出嚟先啊！要幫壓出去先啦，壓出壓。氣勢出嚟，咁出嚟。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Final game. Level. Play.
Plus, a couple of times we've seen that from the Adcocks, all-out attack, and then good defence, catching them off guard in the back of the court.
Yeah, and still in the channel in the middle of the court when they're standing with their forehands towards the sidelines.
Really positive coaching from Peter Jeffrey, I thought, last.
Yeah, exactly. He was very happy and stressing variation from all areas of the court was what he wanted.
Yeah, he kept using the word variety, so pleasing to see that second game. So many different angles and choices. It worked well for the English pair.
1, 2.
Great defence from Gabby Adcock, bringing Chris back into the game. Oh, some tremendous angles again from, well, all four players in the end. Chris's drop wide.
3.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see here that that Gabrielle Adcock, she chose the flick serve, and I believe she's going to do that maybe for the rest of the match, because last time she has done a few low serves today, but last time she was serving, she made a mistake and served it into the net. But we'll see if she dares doing more low serves.
A great backhand kill from Gabby Adcock.
Service over. 4.
Right idea
2.
once more, pulling Ying Suet out wide, but Gabby this time unable to find the court. What a smash from Chris.
Service over.
And this was exactly what Pete Jeffrey was on about in the interval, that do variety of shots and different placement, 2 soft drops here first, and then this comes completely as a surprise to Tang Man. Very well played.
Yeah, I heard Peter Jeffrey advise placement rather than power. The English are not going to smash through these two, but a controlled attack. Well, as we say that, Chris's big smash doesn't come back.
4-0. Service over.
Well, great service
5,
return from Tang
4.
Chun Man.
He anticipated the flick and attacked it very, very hard back at her.
Yeah, very slightly short, perhaps. That flick serve could have done with a little more length. Well, this time that variation again from Chris Adcock, the slower slice drop shot.
5.
Yeah, and that's really one of the areas I think he has improved his game over the last year or so. When they won the Super Series finals last year in Dubai, he was very successful at keeping a lot of soft shots to the front court instead of smashing every time he had the opportunity. And that win, I'm sure, has given him confidence in that is a better way to play. And right now, it certainly proves to be.
Yeah, good judgment once more.
6.
Point for point so far this third game.
Service over.
Broken string for Chris Adcock.
And another low serve of good quality from Gabby Adcock that at least proved me wrong. And the thing people sometimes forget about her is that even though you know that she does a lot of flick serves, then she's also the player in World Badminton, World Top Badminton, who has done most flick serves. So normally it is a very good quality. And that means that you're very prepared for it, or you have to be prepared for it. But then when she does the low serve, it comes very much as a surprise, and then it can be hard to make a quality return on that. And that was in my eyes, a crucial factor when they won the European gold in Kolding in Denmark, where at a crucial point in the third game she actually served low and surprised the opponents, Pedersen and Christian Nielsen from Denmark.
Good serve, good return, and a good pickup from Gabby. And the pressure still on the Hong Kong pair. The net cord helping Chris Adcock, but it's still going. Well, the lift wasn't wide enough, it was in the middle, and Chris didn't seem able to get across the court to defend quick enough either.
But what a pickup from Ying Suet when Chris Adcock smashed and it took the net cord, and she had to change direction, move forward, and still control the shuttle.
Hey. 8-0. Nine, 8.
This time Ying Suet has a feeling that Chris Adcock is going to go for her backhand and makes a third shot winner.
Oh, good use of the four corners of the court. So many crossed shots, nets and drops in that rally. Really opened up the space.
9-0.
What rotation from the English. Good defense, Gabby Adcock, but...
And again a miss from the backhand net from Ying Suet, and
10-9.
it's definitely something that the English can exploit. That she's way stronger in her forehand.
Oh, good defense again. So Ying 6, but Tang Chun around the back. It keeps going. Gabby aware of the danger. She keeps the pressure on. England in front at the break. It's crucial. This change of ends. 11-9.
Awesome, Gabby.
D-Dog, any waters?
Got some.
Got one.
Okay. So nothing much more to add. Yeah. Keep your turns from the mid. When they don't know what's coming, yeah, they just retrieve and they just react. Yeah, we're really controlling them. Okay.
We're not getting through it all, even if we are.
No. Yeah, if we have to go up, they weren't hurting us. This is our end, yeah. We duffed them in the last set. All right. Just stay on your
plan.
variety.
Score 20 seconds. Score 20 seconds.
Relentless. Come on. Relentless.
Coaches, leave the court. Coaches, leave the court.
Good, baby, really good.
Well, I love listening to Peter Jeffrey. He's like something out of a Guy Ritchie movie, the Cockney geezer.
9.
What was the advice there, Lars?
Yeah, but he was still very happy with what he's seen, and he still feels that this is the better end for the English players, and just emphasize that they have to keep varying, because then he feels that the Hong Kong players are more reacting. They don't have time, or they get surprised, and then they don't have time to think about their own tactics.
Great return.
12-10.
And you can see it in the Adcocks, full of confidence, really up for this one.
Service over. 11-12.
A bit too keen, perhaps, Chris. Surprised by the weak lift.
Yeah, I think he actually was surprised that it was higher than what he had expected.
Service over. 13-11. Service over.
But this time, good attacking variety from Chang Chun.
12.
First the block off
13.
the flick serve and then the powerful attack.
Oh, inch perfect serve from Ying Suet. Right on the back line. No sign of nerves yet from this pair from Hong Kong.
I think actually there have been slightly signs of nerves, and therefore I think it was very good that she dared take the risk of making a service variation, because in my opinion, it's very important that the Hong Kong pair they stay at least in touch right now, because otherwise I think the English will have too much experience and confidence and will leave them behind.
Service over.
Oh, good defending from Hong Kong, just keeping in the rally.
14 all.
A couple of errors from England, allowing the score to even up once more. Well, speed of movement from Chris Adcock. The net cord slowed things down, but how quick was he to go from backhand
15,
net to
14.
forehand rear? And a great smash into the left hip of Ying Suet. Oh, brilliant from the English. They like to defend. It was almost the game plan, it looks like, from Gabby to lift out
16, 14.
and soak up the pressure. Great finish from Chris.
This one. Yeah, nice.
Lift was weak from Chris this time. And that strong wrist
15,
of Tang Chun Man.
16.
Yeah, the shuttle falling apart. You could see how fluffy it looks slowing down.
Play.
What a return of serve at a crucial moment.
Yeah, very good variation.
17, 15.
I have the feeling that the English pair is a little closer to playing the way they like and have a little more options, whereas the Hong Kong pair, they go for the powerful shots all the time and go for winners
18,
a little bit too early.
15.
Oh, great backhand over the top of Tang Chun Man. The backhand defense, Ying Suet out wide. And they are starting
15.
to play like Peter Jeffrey requested. Relentless. We duffed them up. 19-15. And the drift helping that one to go wide. Hong Kong pair looking dejected.
20. Match point 15.
They are facing 5 match points, 5 points That will determine a potential medal here at the World Championships.
Service over. 16-20.
Well, despite the Adcock's best wishes, Say Ying Suet is still left-handed. Let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Chris and Gabby Adcock. Another net toward off the return of serve from Chris Adcock. Great rally on match point. And unlike the forehand, the backhand of Say Ying Suet letting her down. Absolute delight for Chris and Gabby Adcock. Well, they're looking at least a bronze medal. It was a great performance. Not quite as easy as the previous days have been, a much more difficult left-handed pair. And big hugs with coaches Graham Hurrell and Peter Jeffrey. They've done a great job here in the quarter-final. I hope they realise they can do this. This isn't what they came for. Let's look for more semi-finals tomorrow.
Match won by Chris Adcock, Gabrielle Adcock. 16-21, 13-21, 21-16.
Well, the husband and wife team, Chris and Gabrielle Adcock, through in 3 games over Tang and Say Ying Suet of Hong Kong. 16-21, 21-13, 21-16. Let's take a look at the best of that action. Well, fantastic for the British pair. Big hugs from the family for Chris and Gabby Adcock. And a huge result for Britain. We've got more British in the next quarter-final from Glasgow. The poster girl, the home crowd favourite, Kirsty Gilmore of Scotland. She's up against the former world #1, Saina Nehwal. Well, you can see the quarter-finals draw onwards. Chen Yufei and Pasala v Sindhu already through to that semi-final tomorrow. And we've got Nozumi Okuhara and Carolina Marin out on court #2 at the moment. That will be one of those two will be waiting in the semi-finals tomorrow for either Kirsty Gilmore or Saina Nehwal. Nehwal back on form. She was looking tremendous yesterday in the last 16. That performance over Sung Ji Hyun